Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
No, motherfucker is funny.
Motherfucker's so bad. You met me at a really motherfucker time in my life.
You met me at a really Chinese time in my life. So that's what's going on over here.
Yeah, of course.
And to the People's Republic of China, I just want to say, please get TikTok back. Please, China.
We miss you, China.
China, go ahead and invade.
China. Ooh,
I want to be Chinese.
I don't want to get in trouble, but I want to be Chinese.
Hey, y'all.
Wait, there was something I wanted to say to you, but then I talked about STEM toy instead.
There's things I want to say to you, but I'll just let you live.
That has seriously been how I've been feeling all week. Every day I wake up and I'm like, there's things that I could say to you, to a lot of you, but I'll just let you live.
You don't want to do it on mic?
No, that's how I feel. I'm letting them live.
Our intern says you make music for gay people.
Oh, do you want to talk about the Traitors? I'm like, because we could just do this for...
I think we've got it.
Listeners, let us know what you think. Would you rather hear more of this, or do you want us to talk about the Traitors, the show we all know and love?
Episode 8 of The Traitors, A Queen Never Falls Off Her Throne.
Welcome to Stream Queens of the Pod.
I'm Julia.
I'm Erin.
She is the Emmy Award-winning producer behind your favorite reality shows.
And she's the indie darling of the Tribeca Film Festival and the princess of Bushwick Alt Comedy.
This is Stream Queens, the home of rage bait and misinformation from the Bushwick intellectual elite.
We are roommates and we watch stuff together. And this week we watched The Traitors again. The queen falls off her throne. Is that what they call it?
Yep.
I mean, what a fall from grace we saw from Candiace this week.
Candiace, I have never before yelled at a girl like this. I'm like...
We were all rooting for you, Candiace. It's true. Like, it just is like, I've been so impressed with your gameplay, and this week was so deeply disappointing, and like, I understood so much of where you were coming from, but it was just miss after miss this week, and it was frankly hard to watch. Like, I really felt badly.
I think the learn something from this is like eyes on your own paper.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Don't get distracted by what other people are doing. What are you doing? I'm wondering.
Literally, like, I'm like, it's like, what kind of person are you? Because I was looking at your cup to see if you had enough, and you were looking at mine to see if I had more than you.
The only time you should be looking in your neighbor's cup is to make sure they have enough.
Exactly.
But I want a mango pop.
No, and she's just complaining about, like, it's...
Should we cover the show Louie? Hey, chat, let us know if we should cover Louie.
Should we cover Louie, chat? Whenever I was 16 at NYU, I made a shot-for-shot remake of the Louie intro.
Check the link in the description for that. That's a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, it's really cute. I loved Louie.
It's a really great show.
What brought that to your... What made you think of that?
Oh, that's the scenario you were describing is
the cup line?
They do a scene where his two daughters, one of them he makes a mango pop for on a stick, and the other's like, well, I don't have a mango pop. He's like, no, like, she has a mango pop. And she's like, that's not fair. That's not fair. And then he tries to say what you say, but he stutters through it.
Oh, okay. So I did it better.
Yeah.
I'm better than Louie.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, chat, has never jerked off in front of anyone that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that. Well, not non-consensually.
Thanks, folks. And that's the key.
Moving right along.
I'm like,
chat, we're feeling really ADHD today.
No, welcome to Neurodivergent HQ.
Literally.
Do you have games on your phone?
Whatever. Okay, we're disappointed in Candiace, and it starts in the turret. And we get Rob and Candiace have their awkward vibe together. No one's being honest. Everyone's being beautiful, but no one can tell the truth. And this is it starts disappointing right out the gate because, like, Candiace and Rob, there is a path forward that they're both refusing to walk down, and that's what's disappointing. And I think Rob would have been willing to walk down that path, but Candiace was not. She can't forgive Rob for this Lisa situation, and it's just like She'd done the throwaway vote, and it's just like
The throwaway vote.
The throwaway vote. It's so disappointing because Candiace, I'm like, you really could have in this moment, like, regroup, re-strategize. Lisa's gone. Like, let's talk about, okay,
Who's here?
Who's here? Who's left? Who's suspected of being a traitor? Let's not banish them. Let's work together as a team. Let's not fight against each other.
You can choose your friends. You can't always choose your traitors.
Yeah, it's really disappointing that. And then she makes the
It just don't go. It becomes short-sighted. This person who was playing a strong long game got distracted, and she fell right over.
and distracted by her rage towards Rob, which I understand why you're mad, but I also
Why is she more mad than Lisa Rinna?
yeah, you have to put it aside because
Yes.
it's just
Lisa's
it's not
home.
helping your game, and also like recognize the reality of the situation is Rob has everybody on his side. That's an asset to you, and
Yep.
you are trying to fight against the tide, and like you can't, I want to respect you believing you can win against what Rob has going on, but to me it just wasn't. There was another way to win.
Well, you put it. You were like, you're not going to beat Rob at a popularity contest.
No, so play a different game.
So play a different game. You're not going to beat Rob at his own game. Play your game. And I
Yeah.
would have loved to see Candiace's game. And
I would have too.
we
And
saw her
because
lose
also,
Rob's.
and murdering Colton is not, I'm like, Candiace, that's not your game. You're doing that because you're mad at Rob. And it's a ridiculous thing to do. Whether or not, we know, right, that Candiace doesn't know Colton's been saying her name.
Mm-hmm.
And so she doesn't have that information. But I think even without that information, that's a bad move because Colton has suspicion. So let Colton get
Right.
banished. That's helpful to you. Like, and I don't understand why that's not always the conversation in the turret is who's
Right.
most likely to get banished. Let's keep them,
Well, she had one thing in mind, and it was revenge.
And it was
it's
revenge.
So petty.
And she thought it was a best dish. And she did say in the interview, revenge is a dish best served cold. And yet she decided to serve it piping hot and undercooked. Like,
You have to let
Hello.
it set. You have to let it set.
it's crazy. Yeah, and then we go to breakfast and bye Colton. I mean, that was shocking. We were shocked.
Who would it? Because it was between Colton, Natalie, and who was the third? Steven, maybe?
I guess, but technically it could have been anyone. I'm like, what? Kristen,
Moira.
Tara,
Mora.
Mora.
Yeah.
Any of these, you could have murdered at Dorinda. There's so many people up for murder, and yet you're going for the most controversial people, which doesn't make any logical sense to me.
And we start at breakfast with suspicion immediately.
On Candiace, yeah. Mora is
Yes.
immediately going like, well, Colton talked about Candiace last night, and that fucking vote for Rob was bizarre.
It was weird. It was random. And she had, what does she have to say for herself? Nothing.
Yeah, when Candiace comes into breakfast, she's like, immediately her reason for not voting for Lisa or Natalie. She's like, I came in wanting to vote for Natalie, and then I believed her, so I didn't want to vote for her. Valid. Fine
Sure.
reasoning. But then her reasoning for Lisa is, I think the kiss thing was not enough evidence for me
What do
to
you
go
think?
on.
Yeah, what do you think could have been more effective from her?
I think there's so many things that could have been more effective. Like, one of the things they were ready to be like, oh, she just didn't want to vote for a housewife. She could have
Yep.
gone that direction. Like, if I'm Candiace, I'm going,
Please.
look, I understood the kiss theory, but my thing is, look, I work with Lisa Rinna outside of here. Lisa Rinna scares the shit out of me. I didn't want to vote for a housewife, and I just
Yeah.
I was so close with Lisa in this game. I've been hanging out with her the whole time, and I just didn't think it was her. And I was wrong, but I'm shocked. And she wasn't even acting shocked. She was just defending herself.
I think that part of it is like, how long have they been there? At least 4, 5, 6 nights. Like it's going to start to wear on you when you're around. Like
Totally.
she's got to do this full time.
And she's really, getting really myopic. And then, I don't know. It was hard to watch.
Her and Candiace on her, as she's flailing, she tries to grab onto Johnny. I did like to see that Candiace and Johnny Weir have a little,
The genuine friendship going on between them.
But or the first way she tries to poison the well, she brings it straight to Johnny, who she's already got trusting her, but that only works to make Johnny more suspicious, which...
Well, it makes everyone is in a bizarre headspace because murdering Colton was such an out of left field choice because people really thought Colton was a traitor. And so this banishment has everyone in a spiral. Now everyone's looking left, right, and center at totally new options,
Right.
which is the worst, that you literally like reset the game by murdering Colton. So now everyone,
point.
Kristen, every single person in this house is like, fuck, I don't trust myself. I don't know what's going on. I guess I have to look at the people I trust the most. And that's how Candiace really slipped, because people did trust Candiace. Johnny trusted Candiace. Tara trusted Candiace. A lot of people trust Candiace.
Yes.
But by murdering Colton, the whole game has changed, and you're now like suspect number one because you're so trustworthy.
Yeah.
God, it sucked. And we had after breakfast, the Dagger Six meet outside with Eric.
Yeah, to go
Talk about Candiace's
talk
behavior.
about a nightmare blunt rotation. These are some of the
Talk about a nightmare blunt rotation. Talk about, I'm dehydrated, folks. I'm dehydrated and I've got ADHD. Do you guys even care? Do you guys even care?
You don't have anything to say, anybody?
You guys don't have anything. Do you guys even give a shit? Be honest.
That's the type of stuff I keep posting on Instagram, and then you get worried messages.
I know, but that's not what you're posting on Instagram. You keep posting kill myself, and then you keep posting why are you guys reporting this, and then you posted send me money.
Yeah, and I got a little money.
That is crazy.
Well, I'm like, if you know what talks, money.
Yeah,
money talks.
People literally will be like, hey, is Julia okay? And I go, I don't know what you mean. We were just doing impressions of Taylor Swift at the Eras tour in the living room.
Yeah, that's my copium.
Yeah, it's fun.
I agree.
Hello, it's me.
Did anything happen with the Dagger Six?
Well, they just start throwing it out on Candiace, which dur.
Yeah.
Just, it's dur left and right. You know what I mean? Like dur. Yeah, Candiace goes with Johnny. Dagger Six and Eric are on Candiace. And then we go into the mission, which what fun.
What fun. And again, what a fun, fresh mission.
This mission was a blast.
We haven't seen anything like it. And being broken
in
into
4 seasons to have this mission was like, it was really a treat. And congratulations, challenge producers, yet again. But this is one of my favorite missions so far in all 4 seasons.
I was thrilled, or one thing that we were like giddy watching, especially the team with Dorinda, Maura, Tara Lipinski, and who was the fourth
Who was
on
the
that?
4th girl?
Natalie. It was Natalie.
Yeah, the girls are having a blast, and that was so fun to watch. And that was, you know what it is?
Tell me.
We don't see a lot of creativity challenges. We see a lot of strategy challenges. We see a lot of like physical challenges. This was a creativity challenge, and so to see like 4 girls doing a photo shoot challenge was a joy.
No, they're making memories that are going to last a lifetime in the
Totally.
Scottish Highlands.
You could tell they had the most fun day, and like they were absolutely, Red Team was nailing it. I mean, when me and Jane were watching, we were like so impressed and shocked with how much they were recreating the exact paintings they haven't seen. It was so cute and fun. And I'm like, yeah, all these girls just like, it reminded me of doing that in middle school with my friends, like playing outside and doing silly photo shoots with concepts. Like, what a joy.
No, those photos would have gotten picnicked to hell.
Yes, it was so fun.
Chat, do your thing. Show me a picnic of those images. They were smiling. They were fun. And they were working together way better than the other team who seemed more focused on, it's what we talk about all the time, right? They were what do you call it? Signaling? When an actor does that, like they kind of gesturing. Yeah, gesturing.
Yeah.
Whereas the girls were mooing.
Indicating. You're talking about indicating.
Yes.
Yes, they were indicating and the girls were like embodying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson, I think, for everybody.
Yeah, and I will say, it was fun to see Stephen Coletti come out of a shell and admit, fess up that, hey, I've been doing some directing.
Yeah, I'm
have
a photographer.
Photo hobby. Like I do this on the side, I do this, and like, but he didn't do it that well. But I don't think it was really all his fault, because I think it was that team just like, they just didn't have they weren't having enough fun with it. They were having like, they also had Candiace there, and I think Candiace's mood is affecting the group.
Because a painting has a unified vision.
Yeah.
And therefore there has to be you have to translate it. They weren't doing that.
Yeah, and it's like, and also there were a lot of boys in that group who probably didn't do that as much, like fun photo shoots outside with their friends. Like they just like they were inexperienced.
No, it's like you play how you practice, and if you don't
Totally.
practice, then you're gonna play poorly.
Yeah, and it was nice for like Dorinda's comment to pay off about like her. She was like, I was just having a fun girls' weekend with Lisa Rinna. Like I didn't know she's a traitor. I was just having fun, and then I'm like, oh well, now you get to have a fun girls' weekend with these other girls that you have an opportunity to be close with now. Like
I'm ready for that spinoff, the Natalie Mora, Dorinda, and Tara Lipinski. I have a hard time with 4.
yeah,
Well, comedy's rules of 3.
yeah. But yeah, mission was fun. Kristen got a shield. Good for her.
Kristen and Rob.
Rob didn't get a shield.
He didn't get a shield?
No, just Kristen. Rob still got the dagger, but Kristen got a shield. There was only one shield.
Why did we get the talking head from Candiace then?
Because Rob wanted the shield. He was on only the people in the outside gallery even had the opportunity
Got it.
to get a shield.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. So Steven, Natalie, or Rob were the only people who had the opportunity to get a shield, and it was Kristen who got it.
Yeah, which she spotted one of these things not like the other, grabbed it right off.
Yeah,
I was
it was
proud.
awesome.
I'm liking Kristen, and like
I like Kristen. She's a little boring, but it's not like
that is my one kind of complaint is that like those who maybe are less dramatic kind of maybe hang on a little bit longer, and then I'm like, you're very nice and you're very sweet, but I don't need to necessarily get to know
who knows? We may, as we do get to know them and this group dwindles down, we may find more to these people than we ever knew.
I would love to see it.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see these personalities. But yeah, then I mean, then we just get back to I'm like, I had fun in the mission, then we just have to go more right back to this very disappointing and hard to watch storyline that is happening. Like watching Candiace flail around the castle trying to it's hard to watch. Like she's got Steven in a room.
Yeah.
She's asking
shit.
people are walking by and she's giving 1 second, like one's privacy. Like it's like, bitch, why are you acting so suspicious? It's crazy. You forgot how to play the game today. It's weird.
Yeah, I've never seen that on like people on Traitors so strongly or I don't want to say aggressive, but like firmly be like, don't come in here.
Yeah, give me the room.
Yeah,
like,
give me the room. And telling people to leave rooms, it's like, whoa. Even then,
it's not faithful behavior.
And often we notice like the hallway shots are often used to like kind of transition or build tension. This was some really good like hallway footage that drove the plot forward, right? We see the little secret meetings. They're like, everyone's whispering in the hallway. And then we see like Rob coming in hot on Candiace trying to poison Steven's well.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Steven, the big kids are talking. Like, Steven got dismissed.
Steven getting dismissed. So Candiace got to Rob. It's like, well, what? Candiace, what are you talking to Rob about that Steven can't hear? You're being really weird.
And even then I was like, ooh, Rob and Candiace in a room together.
It's weird. And Rob, though, like, I mean, he's playing it right, but this was a moment where Rob,
the fuckboy, the cloak's off, and the fuckboy underneath is starting to smirk a little bit.
Dare I say he violated bro code? I mean, he gave away some secrets because he basically...
You were shocked.
I was shocked because Rob gives a talking head where he explains his game with Candiace right now. And, you know, when Rob talks about how he's handling this conversation with Candiace, what he's really saying is how he and every other kind of avoidant fuckboy handles all conversations with women. Like, I'm like, that was an instruction book for Love Island, for dating in general. It was what these guys do, which he was like straight up admitting, like, I'm going to stay really calm. Candiace is going to get emotional, and that's going to make her seem wrong, even when I'm lying to her face. But she's going to get more emotional than I am, and that's how I win. And I'm like, Rob, like, the thing you guys, you Rob Roush type men have going for you is an amount of plausible deniability when you act like you don't know what you're doing when you're gaslighting.
Right. So for somebody to so clearly like state it, it's like time's up. on that bullshit.
Time's up on that bullshit. Like, we know that you know what you're doing.
Right. And
you
it also
do it intentionally.
It was also an admission too that it's like this game strategy that he's using and talking about in the Traitors being something that he's using and that men like him use on Love Island. It goes to show again, it's like, yeah, they think of dating as a game. They think of women as a game.
It was really triggering, honestly, I think is why I was so like, I got riled up in that scene, because I was just like, it is genuinely triggering to watch someone admit what they're doing, because obviously I've been in that situation a million times where I'm fighting with a man and he stays more calm, and me getting emotional, now I'm crazy, and not only am I crazy, I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, I lost the argument by being more emotional, and it's so frustrating to hear someone doing that intentionally and knowing what they're doing.
And then watch it fucking work.
And watch it work again and again, because it works every fucking time. Ladies, Candiace, let's work together. We need to start. How would you combat that? How do we win in that situation? How do we win against a man who's willing to be incredibly calm and look you in the eye and lie? How are we going to handle that? Because we've learned in this episode, we've learned in our personal lives, getting emotional and getting angry doesn't work. What does? I don't know.
What works or what doesn't work when somebody lies. And I'm struggling, right? Because as you ask that, my brain starts to lean in like, okay, well, could she do what Rob is doing? I don't think a riled up man or a passionate man gets read the same way, right? Like, I'm like, if she stays calm or tries to somehow rile him up, right? Similarly, I'm like trying to play his game against him. He's going to win, but it's like, he doesn't seem like he's going to get riled up. I think that maybe, right, what you have to start to do is lay out what you're describing, is call the game, is to say like, this person has lied, and as part of it is trying to drive me emotional. Like, this person trying to goad me?
Call a spade and just say, I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
like,
you're lying.
You're lying to me. You're trying to tell me you didn't know Colton had said my name, which you did, and you let me murder Colton for your benefit. And you're sitting here with me right now trying to get me emotional and riled up.
In front of everyone. To all the women here and all the people who have been around men like this, dated men like this, it's like, look at the way he's smiling right now.
Oh, he was living because he knows it's working, because it works every time.
And name it too, right? You know, women, we know that face of a guy like breaking, because he's caught and he's guilty, and that's the other thing too.
He's caught and he's guilty, and he's Oh,
it's like, that's the look, y'all. That look he's doing is the me getting emotional. Like, there's the toe.
Oh God!
And instead, she spends the time like kind of. Candiace starts throwing people randomly under the bus, and then does try and take on Rob directly.
Yeah, and it just doesn't. Yeah, her behavior is so relatable and understandable, and yet it does fail every time. And what we needed to be doing in this moment was, I think what you could have on Rob is a long game, I think. Like, that's what you need to play with a guy like that, is like, you should have played slower and started going for anybody else. But ultimately, it was to me, as soon as Candiace murdered Colton, she had no shot. She wasn't making it through that banishment.
Right, and
her throwaway vote, she started last night. Like, just...
And this isn't to suggest at all, right, that Candiace was in, that it was a fair position that she's in, right? No. Like, again, like, as with all of this, it's like, yes, Rob's doing a fucked up thing. Probably it's not, you're not going to get Rob to stop doing a fucked up thing. What you can control is how you react to it. And, like, that's where you and I were both. And that is sometimes where you find the success with men like this, is like, yeah, let them think that. What they think doesn't have bearing on reality, and then start to go around and work the thing you do have, which you describe as trust. It's not magnanimous charisma.
Yeah. It's so true. And that's, I think, it goes back to what our thesis has been the whole time, which is like, look at what you have and play your own game. Because I think that's how you beat a guy like Rob. Let him think what he wants. Let him think he's winning. all in that it's all working on you. Meanwhile, do your own thing, play your own game. And it's the same advice, you know, women get a lot in romantic relationships with men, right? It's like all you can do is focus on yourself. And it's hard to hear because you're mad and you want to get back at him and you want to shout and you want to get, you know, try to beat him in his own game. But the only way to win is to drop the rope, not play, and do your own thing and build your own life and do your own thing to the side. Like, and not engage.
And then the thing about that, right, is like when you drop the dropping the rope is scary if that's the thing that you're holding on to stay up. Stand on your own 2 feet. Like, you gotta be okay to drop the rope.
Drop the rope.
Because guess what? The rope that you were holding is what he's using to drag you down.
Hello.
I wonder if that's gonna come out at all. It feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. Is that anything?
No, I'm like girl talk on MTV.
Yeah, like I'm like, hello.
Hello.
Another thing to like kind of somewhat different subject is like I've noticed like in this game the way they value what a dead faithful had to say is so wild. Like Colton haunting these grounds and what he said mattering so much.
No, the deification and the sanctification of these aren't oracles.
Of the murdered faithfuls. Like they get martyred so easily and like all of a sudden we really care what they said when they're gone. And it's like, why don't you listen to me while I'm alive? Hello.
I don't know, but it is funny that like that, which I get the instinct, right? What do you know for sure? Oh, that person's a faithful.
Yeah. That doesn't mean they were right. Y'all are all faithfuls and you're wrong.
Exclusively.
Yeah.
The one thing you can know is that maybe don't listen to what the fuck he said.
It's so funny.
And that's no match. And that is no match for the barrage that Candiace is just.
It's the round table was just.
And despite a last ditch appeal to homophobia with calling Colton Rob's beard.
Which is so weird and that's not what beard is, right? Isn't beard a straight relationship that covers up your gay relationship? Like, isn't a beard like when a gay guy is married to a woman, that's his beard. It's a cover.
Right. So, yes, and the top line, right, beard is like an insult.
Like, the top line, it's a homophobic insult.
Yeah, and that's her point.
her point is, I see what you guys are doing. You guys are gay together. And what is the logic, Candiace? How would that appeal to anybody? And I think Colton was a faithful.
Everyone here is gay.
And you guys are gay. Colton's a confirmed faithful. Therefore, I think Rob's a traitor. Why?
No, and I do wonder, right? You and I were both very nervous throughout that round table and then throughout her reveal of her identity, where it's like, is she going to say something out of her, you know, in this spiteful mood that is going to blow the game, is going to ruin it?
Yeah.
And I do wonder if there are going to be consequences to
Rob?
Yeah, the overt.
I think it's possible
naming.
Because she started naming dynamics that you really can only know in the turret, like talking about like I think Rob was a traitor going for Lisa, another traitor, and that he was using Colton to do it, and then to find out you were a traitor, it's like, oh, you just told them what happened?
Right, like, oh, you're doing like insider inside the park, like
you're talking from the turret, and now that's confirmed. So does this come back for Rob? Which I think ultimately was Candiace's goal. At that point, she already knew it's over for her. So she was just trying to bring Rob down with her. I don't know if it'll work because there is an element of, well, the same thing that happened with Lisa. All the heat got taken off of Natalie when Lisa turned out to be a traitor because everybody said, oh, Lisa was running point on the Natalie game. So that must have just been to get the heat off her. So it's possible Rob gets away with this because they'll be like, oh, she was just flailing to get the heat off her and going for Rob. However, the specificity of Candiace's theory may later linger.
Right. It's like she wasn't speaking in hypotheticals.
Yeah.
She was just saying what she thought and then said, you know, I think that what we should start looking for is people who we really trust and probably shouldn't. It's like, I wonder if anyone's going to latch onto that. But knowing this group of ragtag fucking bozos, they're not going to pick up on that.
I know, God.
And they all admit to it. They're like, there's no way it's Rob. One thing we know for sure. Rob
not
is
Rob
too
Roush.
handsome.
No, he is too.
It's the part in
That sweet man.
no, it's in a chair coming and going, Ron, these girls are unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I don't think she did it.
No,
she's too. Are you sure you think she did? She's too pretty, and it's like
everybody online saying everyone in the castle is just like totally digmatized by Rob Roush, and I'm like, it's so true. Like nobody suspects him at all.
And I talk a big game, and like I think I would at least try for a second to just try a little bit of like flip it and reverse it and be like, how many of y'all know a faithful, trustworthy man? I'm not seeing hands. Let's go rather than kind of be like, you're a little suspicious because you're like your femininity is suspicious to me. Like, let's start interrogating masculinity. That is suspicious and responsible for like. I got heated again.
No, I keep getting heated. This was such a triggering, hard episode to watch, but fun. What fun!
What fun! And the game is, as we know, the traitors, not the faithful, and so Rob's got a game to play.
He does, and we can't help but, and that's the thing about it. It's hard to watch. It was hard to watch what happened to Candiace, but I still find myself, I can't help it. Obviously, I'm rooting for Rob. He's still playing an incredibly strong game, and I want to see how far he can take it. What do you think about his ultimate recruitment choice? The sup heard round the world. When Alan Cumming opened up that turret door and Rob said, sup.
Sup. And I used to be...
Go ahead.
I'm thinking of the feeling of opening a door, knowing Rob Roush is on the other side of it, and then getting inside of that space and like it smells and feels
like Rob Roush.
Like Rob Roush. And like that, like opening the door and feeling just like a wave, like opening a hot oven. Like
literally.
No, Alan has got his work cut out for him.
What's up?
I'm shaking in my boots.
I'm shaking. Yeah, Alan's
No, I'm throwing my panties.
Alan's scared of Rob Roush. Like I would be.
And watch that. You did mention too, like, why is Moira still there?
Yeah.
For Rob, but yeah, Rob starts kind of he's got to pontificate to Alan. He's got to say, here's who I think, and it's clear that his strategy is going to be to continue to try and use the traitors as pawns in his game, and I wish that. Or my hope for this is that we can actually try a different tact and build on collaboration with the other traitor, because what we've seen the past few episodes is this TVT, this traitor on traitor action. And like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's my plea. That's my prayer for Eric and Rob.
I think that can happen because I think ultimately,
if you want to betray Eric down the line, go for it. Don't start that way.
Well, but he pointed out, like, if he wanted to do, he could have brought, if he'd chosen Steven, for example, he can get Steven banished next week, like next episode tomorrow, right? Like, so he didn't end up going that route. He was like, I chose Eric. Eric is smart. Eric is calculated, and like everybody trusts Eric, and that's the choice.
And how smart is Eric?
You want to talk about the handwriting?
The handwriting analysis, which...
To look at... We paused the screen to look at that handwriting.
When Eric opens the letter that he gets and sees what I can only describe as, like, second grade boy handwriting.
Yes.
Like, you can see... To me, that's something that's written in a number 2 pencil with the like, gooey rubber thing on the top, and then a big-ass, like... Rick and Morty eraser. Like, that's
what
who
that
drew
just
that.
made me feel?
Sick?
Yeah, sick in a way of like, you ever bite on the metal part of a number 2 pencil?
Yeah. On your teeth?
It gives me chills.
Well, that's kind of how I felt at seeing that handwriting.
Me too. It was seriously like, and then, but can you imagine looking at that handwriting and saying with your full chest, I know whose handwriting this is. Johnny Weir?
Magic ears, magic eyes. Like,
Eric!
You that hairstyle doesn't exist except for gay people. And you think, and
you
also
think
we've
Johnny
seen,
Weir wrote like that?
you were just at a place where you saw everyone write people's names, including Johnny Weir's Candiace in beautiful cursive with a heart on it. You think that there's not, like
Could you just look at
that's somebody
Johnny
who
Weir's-
struggles with fine
yes.
motor skills.
Johnny Weir's personality is obviously he does loopy and flowing letters.
He's a figure skater.
He's a figure skater.
He doesn't write like it's like, and it also, it's like seeing that handwriting, it's the handwriting of something that is like no one ever said to him, do better. They said, you are so cute. And that's how his handwriting looks like ID. Like, I'm nervous. Like all this, like when he was doing quotes, like the second time we watched, we're like, now what does that Mark Twain quote mean? And it's like, I think the goal was he was like, I know quote.
Yeah. Rob trying to show us he knows quote.
And then seeing his handwriting reveal was dastardly.
Yeah. Like, write that quote down.
No, I would never be able to, like, I wonder if I'm going to be able to be, like, as horned up for Rob Roush knowing
After
that,
seeing the handwriting?
Yeah. He should have to write something at the beginning of every episode just to, like, keep the temperature down.
Once I was with you for a second, then once I really started thinking about it, I kind of pictured me sitting next to Rob Roush, like, we're having to write a thank you card for something in our kitchen, and I need him to sign it, and he writes that, and I'm like, you're so cute.
He grabs the pencil and he goes. Like Frankenstein's monster.
God. Well, I'm excited to see Eric in the turret. I mean, there's no way he dies, right? He's got to be a traitor. Who would do that? You don't put yourself out of the game.
No, he wants to be on TV.
Yeah.
He's going to stay on TV. Yeah, he's going to make the choice, and I do think that there's something like, I want to see these two work together.
I'm excited about it, honestly. I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun.
Well, this is Stream Queens the pod.
Yeah, I hope you were able to follow along, even though nobody took Adderall today, so it was a little all over the map. But I hope you enjoyed that and stay with us for the next one, because I had fun.
Absolutely. And you can shop the moment with us at tushyus.com.
Sure.
Or,
Hello, Tushy, I think.
Yeah, you can... And you can, of course, shop the moment with us at hellotushy.com. Use the code StreamQueens, all one word, for 10% off. You can find us, our show, on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
And then socially, we are absolutely at Stream Queens of the Pod on Instagram and TikTok. And we would love you to share this work with the people who you love around you, because that is how we are going to grow our movement.
This is Stream Queens of Pod. I'm Erin.
I'm Julia.
We love you.